gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Shondell Wilborn.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another episode of the Buried a Booking Podcast, Wrestling Podcast. I am Dell, that is Devin, back in the saddle, back in action once again. How are we?
Hanging in there, doing what we got to do.
That's it.
Interesting week.
Yes, very interesting week. Very interesting week that isn't over right now. Still more wrestling to come as we speak. We, of course, are standard and classic recording on a Sunday. And as of right now, we are a few hours away from AEW's pay-per-view, which is Revolution. All of that headlined by the final match of Sting. Final wrestling match for the Stinger. I don't know, man. It's been a long hell of a ride.
You know, it's good that he's stepping back. I don't think he's going to be gone for like forever.
I don't think he's going from AEW.
But I think
as far as in-ring competition, as far as being done in the ring, yeah. And I think it's time.
Put him on the sidelines. Yeah, commentator. I would love to hear what Sting thinks about matches.
I could see maybe doing AEW does like maybe a general manager type thing. I could see Sting as like an authority general manager type figure. You know, it keeps him on TV if that's the plan. Like if Sting wants to, you know, be done here and ride off into the sunset, Sting is well in his right to do so. He has earned anything that he wants at this point.
My thing is, I don't want him to end up like Ric Flair.
Yeah, no.
Because he was on
Dynamite?
Dynamite.
Yes.
And I saw his performance on Dynamite. I was like, come on, Ricky.
I mean, you know, he when he was down and out, when he was sick, he had to like relearn how to use his body again. And, you know,
he should have just
nothing physical. Like Ric Flair should be done from doing anything physical. And I was very shocked that we actually seen him do something. Like, I was not expecting that at all. Anything physical from him.
I didn't want to see that.
No, yeah, exactly.
I didn't want to see him go hands on. Because it looked like, oh my God, is he all right? Like he threw a couple punches. I'm like, did he hurt his hand, his arm? Throw out his ACL?
Yeah, exactly. It did. Yeah, it was just nothing physical, Rick. Like, nothing. Well, hopefully, you know, with this whole thing's over tonight, it's going to be. Let's talk about that segment while we're talking about it. We had of course, the whole night of Dynamite was the Young Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, looking for Sting most of the night. But spoiler alert, they found Sting at the end of the show. But we got one last hurrah. This is the last hurrah for Sting. It was great. It was really good seeing him come down from the rafters again, like old classic Crow WCW Sting coming from the rafters, coming down with the bat, doing all that. Like it was awesome to see that, and crowd was very hot for it too.
Oh yeah, yes they was,
which is really good. Like you want to see for AEW, like, you want to see a good hot crowd, and I think the crowd was hot, especially one. This is the week of Sting's retirement and going into Revolution, which is, you know, if you have that type of moment, you know, I'm pretty sure Revolution will do good in terms of, you know, attendance and pay-per-view buys, because we're building it around the final match for Sting.
Yeah, and everybody wants to have that memory.
Exactly. Like Sting is such an iconic wrestler and character, and you know the many faces of Sting. You know, back from Surfer Sting to Crow Sting to Joker Sting. You know, you had the NWO Wolfpack stuff and all that. Just, you know, he and then, you know, being forced out of, you know, not wrestling and then coming back and this run in AEW, which has been one of the best things out of AEW consistently since they opened their doors was Sting. Like Sting came out there, was jumping off of rafters and jumping out of stuff and off of, you know what I mean? Like man's in his 60s, like doing work and doesn't look, I mean,
looks good.
Yes.
Like, he's held up well.
Yeah, Sting's been doing the damn thing out there. He really has, and I've been really pleasantly surprised because I was a huge fan of Sting, and you know, once I seen him in AEW, it was one of those things where it's like, I don't want to have to see Sting going through the motions out there, looking bad to where it's, you know, it's starting to tarnish his legacy. It's starting to tank it. You know, he's been in the oven too long. Like, you know, Sting's done. But you know, they got through the cinematic match they did, the first one, and after that, I'm like, all right, well, because when he first came out, it was the cinematic match. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe that'll work. Like, you know, if Sting is limited, we could do a cinematic style match to where, you know, we hide a lot of those things. But damn, we didn't even need to do that. Like, Sting didn't need to hide nothing because Sting could still work in the ring. And he proved it time and time again. And it was very refreshing to see the fact that I didn't have to worry about, like, damn, like Sting looking bad. Like, you know what I mean? Watching it.
But what is he doing? What is his regimen? Because I'm 40. I can't do 10% of what he does.
Right? Exactly.
Like, how do I get on that life?
Yeah.
I know I've been trying to do my Diamond Dallas Page yoga.
Yes, DDP yoga. I own DDP yoga.
But it ain't.
You do the little, do the joint, bring the diamond up, stretching back.
So, I don't know. Sting is good. He's doing good. It's good to see that.
Yeah. Final match for Sting, like, yeah, just, oof.
But let me say something, though.
Yes.
It's a tag team match, correct?
It's a tag team match,
for a belt?
Yes, so it's for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And
so he's not winning.
So it's going to be Sting and Darby Allin defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships against Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, aka the Young Bucks, the EVPs, Young Bucks.
That's the last match of the night.
Yeah, as it should be. You got that match for the tag titles.
But they can't give Sting the belt this last match.
I mean, you know, you could retire with the championships, do a tournament afterwards. But, well, while we're here, damn it, let's just jump right into it. Let's just start with our predictions for the Revolution pay-per-view, and let's just start it here.
Start at the top of 0 hour.
Yeah. Let's work our way down. Let's start at this match here. Let's start at Matthew and Nicholas versus Sting and Darby Allin.
I got the Young Bucks.
I do feel like the Young Bucks are going to win this one. I mean, Sting's old school. You're going out. You go out on a loss. Does it help the Young Bucks to win? No. The Young Bucks are already established. The Young Bucks are freaking EVPs at AEW. It doesn't really help them. Like, they don't need this win. But Sting, you know, Sting wanted this match. Sting said, you know, he had a match with the Young Bucks, and he had, like, you know, had a awesome time. Like, he felt good in the ring with the Young Bucks. I mean, what better way to go out knowing that you can have this performance with a team like the Young Bucks? So, you know, maybe that's his thank you. Maybe that's the way he wants to go out. He wants to go out taking a loss in a match that he knows will be awesome, or you know, like I said, you could do retiring with the belts, but I think I think you got to take the loss here if you're Sting and Darby Allin. Like I think you got to drop the titles to the Bucks.
Yeah, I got the Young Bucks.
Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm going away with this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Young Bucks as well. Of course, it's going to be a big standing ovation for Sting. You know, they're going to have the whole moment. It's going to be bittersweet, man. Like I said, Sting was Sting's a very, very fan favorite. Like was never a time where I was like, I hate Sting. I just can't stand Sting. Like I've never had a time where I disliked Sting or, you know, anything like that. So, but yeah, no, I think Matthew and Nicholas, as they're going by now, I do think they win this one. On the card, I guess we have, which was so weird, the triple threat match for the AEW World Championship between Hangman, Samoa Joe, and Swerve Strickland was almost just a one-on-one match between Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland because Hangman came out on Dynamite. Hangman was injured, but Hangman wasn't injured. Yeah, no, it was all BS.
Because look, when he was walking, he's a bad actor. Yeah. Because he was not given the performance that he needs to. First off,
you're not selling this.
If your knee's banged up, where's your brace?
You're not selling this one, buddy.
Was not selling it at all. He didn't know how to use the crutch.
Yeah.
Like, when he got in the ring, he put all the weight on the leg.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
this my day hurt.
No. And I had a feeling he was going to attack Swerve.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, you know, it wasn't going to be, like, there was no way he was going to go in there. And then, like, they had their, you know, their back and forth the way they had. I'm like, oh, yeah, he's definitely, you know. I was like, it's either going to be something where they did the turn, which they wound up doing in that segment, or later on in the night, Swerve gets jumped by him, or, you know, or maybe even at the Revolution pay-per-view, maybe, you know, it's set up for one. And this was where I thought it was going. I thought, like, you know, all right, well, they were going to advertise it like for a one-on-one match between Swerve and Samoa Joe, and maybe Hangman comes out and attacks Swerve during his entrance or something like that, and like takes him out and kind of creates this one-on-one scenario between himself and Samoa Joe for a while until Swerve obviously, you know, makes the comeback to get into the match and they have the triple threat match that way. That's where I thought they were going, but nah, he just straight showed his hand during this segment.
And as much as I like Samoa Joe, the belt's going to Swerve. The belt's going to Swerve. Come on, Swerve is too hot right now.
He is too hot. He is too hot. He is too hot. And, you know, here's the thing, and I always say, yeah, you should ride the hot hand. He is really hot right now. And, like, you know, I think I said it before. I'm like, part of me doesn't just want Samoa Joe to drop this belt this soon. Like, he just won this title. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff that Joe could do, but Swerve is hot. Mm-hmm. Swerve is really, really hot right now. That being said, I don't know.
He ain't going to Hangman.
No.
He can't take care of his family. He ain't gonna be able to take care of his belt.
Not at all. Part of me, and I could be wrong, and I want to be wrong because I really would love to see Swerve as AEW World Champion by the end of the night. But part of me thinks Samoa Joe retains here.
Okay. Now here's the thing. If Hangman wins, I will never watch the show again.
AEW's just done. Not doing AEW again.
I will never watch it. That would be ridiculous. But for me, it seems like something AEW would do.
What if it's the fashion that he wins? Like, what if he just like leans into like this horrific, like he does something like so diabolical? And,
he would have to be a monster.
What if we get like Monster Hangman?
Then I'll be okay with that. I don't like this soft crying, whining. He need to take it to a level where it's offending people.
He needs to go back to drinking blood.
Yeah.
He has it in him. He did it.
Yeah.
He did
Drink some blood. bite some toes. I need you to get real weird. Really weird. You know?
Listen.
Start just showing up in other people's houses.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with it. Just showing up in like Hook's house.
Just because he had a mental breakdown. It was just like he
in.
got scarred by that happening to him. And he just wants to like project that on everyone else.
Nervous break and he sees everybody as Strickland.
Yes, everybody swerve.
Everybody swerve.
Everybody.
Damn, I need to get paid to write this shit.
Right? Yeah, it would be a better show than AEW's been putting out lately, as I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I don't know. I'm leaning towards Samoa Joe right now.
All right.
Would I like to see Swerve? Yes. I mean, then again, because you still have Wardlow on the scene. You still have Wardlow, wanting to come after the AEW championship. I feel like, well, yeah. I mean, if Swerve does win, Swerve is clearly a babyface. Like, you're not going to get the crowd to boo Swerve. Even if you're trying to present him as a heel, it's not happening.
I like Wardlow. First off, I don't need you talking that much.
Oh, when the promo he cut? You don't want to do that.
Cut that out. What are you doing? What was all that conversation? Nobody got thrown, knew nothing. He ain't hurt nobody.
That's what Adam Cole's for. Adam Cole should have cut the promo for him.
Yeah, he should have came out there, just grabbed somebody, threw him through the mat, kept it moving. That's all I need from Wardlow.
You don't need all this talking.
He dropped a whole level for me.
Oh, wow.
He dropped a whole level when he started all that conversation, all that talking.
You don't need that from Wardlow. You don't need nothing. No.
He should have just ran up, put Jericho through the floor. But Hobbs came out. Now I do want to see a Wardlow Hobbs match.
That wasn't there when the match that they had previously. It was yeah.
But he talking.
You don't want you?
No, shut up. And I'm a fan.
But you don't need all that talking.
All that conversation.
What else we got here? We have for the AEW Women's World Championship, we have Timeless Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo.
Sorry, Tony, you lost. Here's my saying. Let me add this up.
Okay.
Either if Toni Storm wins, it's going to be because of Mariah May.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's the only way Toni wins.
I can see that.
But if it's a clean fight,
she could also lose from Mariah May. Also, like Mariah could be helping but hurting.
Yeah, but I do think Deonna. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yes.
Deonna is gonna win. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good with either one of these. Deonna Purrazzo, amazing in the ring.
Yeah.
Toni Storm's been doing great work. I don't know. Storyline wise, I mean, I'm saying storylines in AEW.
Yeah.
Storyline wise, I mean, I could see Tony's descent further into madness from losing to Deonna.
Get real crazy.
Yeah, so I can see that. I don't know. Right now, I guess I am kind of leaning more so now than before with Deonna actually taking the Women's World Championship, and I feel like she could do some other things, especially if we get two people coming in. We got the show in Boston coming up. We know we're gonna get Mercedes Moné. We're gonna have hopefully Britt Baker's returning soon. Hopefully we got return to ring action soon. Hopefully Jamie Hayter, a lot of people that can be in the ring wrestling, and I feel like could have good matches with Deonna as well, because Deonna can wrestle, she can go, that woman can work. So and it would be exciting seeing her as champion. I mean, she just got here, but that hasn't stopped people before from winning championships, coming in fresh and hot. So Think I'll go. Think I'll ride that wave. We have your boy. Next up for the International Championship, let's talk about Roddy Strong versus Orange Cassidy.
I'm going Strong.
I feel like Roddy got to win. It's just time for Orange Cassidy to lose the title again.
I'm kind of done with Orange Cassidy.
And I feel like they need, for the Undisputed Kingdom to do something, like to get like hot. Like I feel like the steam is definitely letting out from the Undisputed Kingdom. You got to keep them high, especially if you want them to be this big heel faction. I mean, of course, the big hindrance here is Adam Cole still being on the shelf. Because if he wasn't, you know, who knows where this thing would be going right now, having him actually being able to get physical and do all this other stuff, you know, with him, Wardlow, Taven and Bennett and Strong and, you know, all that. But I think to put them back on the map as being a threat in AEW and being a legitimate threat, Roderick Strong has to be Orange Cassidy. Like, he absolutely has to. So there's no, you know, if you want to keep this thing afloat, you want to keep this Undisputed Kingdom thing afloat, Roderick Strong's got to win this title tonight. So I'm going Roddy.
Yeah, so am I.
Continental Crown Championship. Eddie Kingston versus Bryan Danielson.
Kingston.
Oof.
Kingston. I like them both.
Yes, I love them both. Yeah.
But I got to go Kingston. Wait, did we skip the TNT Championship?
Not yet.
Oh. Okay.
Not yet. Yeah, we're getting there. Ooh.
I got to go Kingston. Like, they both are good.
Yes, very good.
But
I kind of want to see
Eddie's Danielson. My boy.
Yeah, I kind of want to see Danielson with gold, and I think it would play in a little bit to his dominance, and, you know, being taken seriously, because he did choke out Kingston. He did put him down in the match they just had.
Yeah,
you know, choked him out. So like if he wins, that would I think it would be good. But I don't know. Eddie Kingston does look to be the one that will most likely retain here. So I think I'll go Eddie Kingston. Next up we got TNT Championship. Christian Cage defending against Daniel Garcia. I feel like you still got to go Christian Cage here. I like Daniel Garcia. I do. But TNT Championship right now, I feel like Christian Cage is still doing a lot of good work here as champion. Just holding on to the title, just holding it hostage.
Yeah, I want Garcia. I like Daniel Garcia. I think he's funny. But Cage is going to keep the belt.
Yeah, there's too much other stuff going on. You got Nick Wayne, you got
I need to see. I'm waiting for somebody on his team to flip on him. I don't know. Excuse me. And I'm thinking, either Kill Switch or the Skinny Boy.
Oh, Nick Wayne.
But I don't think Nick Wayne. My thing is this. I feel as though that what's going to end up happening is Mama Wayne is going to unfortunately catch a elbow or something from Christian Cage, which is going to make Nick Wayne, pissed that you just cracked his mom, and he going to flip on him.
Okay.
For some reason, that's what it feels. It feels that feels right.
Okay. All right.
I don't think anybody outside of his party is going to get that belt.
Okay.
It's either Kill Switch or Nick Wayne. One of them is going to get that belt. Just how?
And you know, Kill Switch, he's definitely got a bone to pick with him. No point intended. But
yeah,
because taking the just pretty much strong arming the title from him.
So we'll see.
He could get his moment, get his revenge, so to speak. Next up, we got FTR versus Moxley and Claudio. I mean, They've been beating the crap out of each other for weeks.
Yeah, I'm going FTR.
Okay.
I'm going FTR.
All right. Who? I'm trying to think who. Yeah, well, it was that 6-man. So Blackpool Combat Club got ahead there. So yeah, okay. I think FTR is due for a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're due for a win there. A match that I cannot wait to see. I can absolutely not wait to see this match at all. I'm talking about Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita. Oh my God.
And Will just got the job, didn't he?
Yeah, Will Ospreay, now
Yeah.
all of his obligations is done with New Japan. He is officially AEW, he is pretty much exclusive to AEW now. I'm pretty sure the Don Callis family will be turning on him, but
yeah,
whether it be after he gets the win on Takeshita or what, I don't know.
You think he gonna beat Takeshita? Because I got Takeshita winning.
I got Ospreay winning, but I feel like that's gonna either be the thing that has them turn on him, or that's gonna be the thing that starts it. It's either, I mean, you could build that up, like you can stretch it out for a few weeks if you want to. I mean, obviously there's cracks been forming from the promo they had with with Don Callis and all, but yeah, I think Ospreay wins this, but it's gonna be him getting outed from the Don Callis family. It's gotta be like the contrast is too. Where's that put Kyle Fletcher? Like, Kyle Fletcher has been hanging out with the Don Callis family. He was a part of a group with Ospreay, and but I don't know. We'll see. But that match, can't wait to see that one. Can't wait to see that. But I do have Will Ospreay winning that. And we were supposed to have was it Meat Mayhem or something? It was supposed to be
some weird play on meat.
But we're not going to get that because several participants that were going to be in that match are either injured or whatever the case may be. So that's going to be put on ice, as Tony Khan said, for right now. And we're going to have a all-star 8-man scramble. Whatever's going on with that. The participants in that are going to be Chris Jericho, looks like Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, your boy Wardlow, Dante Martin, Hook, I believe, Brian Cage, and I don't have the last participant.
Magnus.
Okay. All right, and Magnus. Yeah, all right.
So,
I see it here now.
Dante Martin and Magnus automatically out. I don't know them.
Wardlow. I feel like you gotta have Wardlow win.
Yeah, that's who I got picked.
Especially after the promo we cut, like they gave him, even though you didn't like it, they gave him time.
Too much. Jesus.
But yeah, I feel like Wardlow has to win that match.
Yeah, I think Brian Cage not gonna do much.
No. Yeah, now that I do know the last participant is Magnus. No, he's not. Magnus is not winning this scramble match.
Dante Martin, definitely not.
He's not winning the scramble match.
Lance Archer, no. It's going to be Hook and Jericho, and they're going to get themselves out. The last two people in the ring are going to be Wardlow and Hobbs. That's what it's going to be. You're gonna get Jericho trying to go after Hobbs for what he did to him.
Okay.
But first off, Jericho, sit down, relax. We don't need to see you no more.
Take several loads off.
Yeah, you got bad knees. I can see your back hurt. Like, we get it. Everybody I was fans of the walls of Jericho, like everybody else. Mm-hmm. But right now, we need you to take a break.
A very, very extended break.
Build a team up. Start managing, mentoring. Nobody really should be listening to what you got to say, but
I don't think it worked out the past couple times.
No, not at all. But I'm only watching to see Jericho get thrown into something hard.
Okay. Hold this back.
Yep. I want to see Hook. I like how Hook wrestles.
Yes.
But I'm really only seeing it for Hobbs and Wardlow. I'm trying to see two tanks go at each other.
And Wardlow should win this match.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see, like, there's no reason. There's no reason. If anyone else other than Wardlow wins this match, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I like, again, you're going to get great action on the show. Mm-hmm. You're never not with AEW. Good matches.
Why did they got Julia Hart and Sky Blue in the pre-show? Like, why ain't they in the...
Yeah, why is that 0 hour stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know why? Because you're only supposed to have one women's match on the actual pay-per-view. Like, come on, dude.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and when I've seen the write-up of the card, I'm like, oh, well, we're back to one women's match on the card.
A lot of the women's matches in AEW, they lack chemistry. I watch a lot of them, and I guess 70% of them are good. But then they match people with people I ain't never seen before. Mm-hmm. You got veterans, good people, good wrestlers against this Walmart brand. And it affects the match. Like, I'm looking like, did she just stand there and do that? Are y'all talking to each other? Y'all giving prompts? Like, come on, AEW. Do better.
We've been asking them to do better in the women's division for quite a while. And
see, what's going to end up happening is we're going to get a Glow. We're going to get a Glow division. It's going to be all women's wrestling. Wasn't it called Glow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or like a show, or like a all female. Yeah, you can do an all female show.
All females.
Lord knows AEW's got a wealth of talent to run a show, but again, you're asking for another show for Tony Khan to 100% run, and we already know the women's division is looking like right now.
Find somebody who get somebody from another company who retired, who's been in the game. What is Stephanie McMahon doing? Nothing. Nothing.
Have her just work for the competition.
That's it. Get that check. They about that money. You know? Have who else out there? There's got to be some old female wrestlers out there.
Well, sure, yeah.
Who would
somebody can help.
Decent enough, better than Tony Khan. Not decent enough, better than Tony Khan to run and get some stuff going on. Yeah. Like the stories y'all got, like you got Tony Storm beefing with a friend. That's boring.
You need something new. Yeah. We've been there, done that a billion times. You need something new.
Let's get creative. Let's get some weird shit going on. You know?
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
Yeah.
We got Willow Nightingale bouncing around all bubbly. Get her kicking somebody in the mouth. You know? That would trip people out. Like, why is this? She was so sweet.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Now she just walked up to this random woman and just banged in the head.
What happened?
Keep people guessing.
It's not a lot of guessing in AEW right now.
No, it's good wrestling.
Yes,
end of the show.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, good wrestling. Show's over. Good wrestling. Show's over.
And the commentators be hyping it up.
Hey, look, man, they're doing their best to sell it.
And they selling it. They better than the people on the stage.
Yeah, they're doing their best to sell it, man. And they're I don't know. They're trying to get the people out there. So we'll see. Like I said, Revolution will be good in ring wise. We'll see what happens. Speaking of selling it, I don't think we need to sell WrestleMania 40 any harder than it's
No.
already been sold. I mean, it's the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania. It's got tons of stuff happening already right now. And while we are doing predictions, we just went over the card for Revolution. WrestleMania is fastly approaching. So
40, man.
Yeah. WrestleMania 40.
We'll see probably another 35, 40 WrestleManias in our lifetime.
Yeah. Hopefully so.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Tell my great grandkids, I saw WrestleMania 40.
Yeah. I was there when Cody still didn't finish the story. No.
It'd be WrestleMania 60. Cody's grandbaby's wrestling.
Yeah.
Still trying to finish
the story. Still trying to finish that story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's just talk a little bit about how WrestleMania is shaping up. And first of all, big week in WWE as well. Of course, we had we take a week off of The Rock, like the week of return from a week off of The Rock. I feel like we got The Rock 1 week, we didn't, and then the next week he was out there.
Because we don't need too much of him.
Yeah, you don't need,
Yeah.
You don't need...
I think oversaturation would kill it.
Right.
Because
I'm surprised we got him. I mean, WrestleMania is right around the corner, so I'm not 100% surprised that we got him as fast back as we got him. But like you said, every week, I don't think you need The Rock on TV every week. But yeah, so speaking of cards and, WrestleMania cards specifically, The Rock came out there. First of all, Rock was on fire. I had laughed out loud way more than I've laughed out loud in recent memory.
As a person who does not like The Rock, I like this version.
Yes. Yeah, Hollywood jerkbag Dwayne The Rock Johnson is
the version.
Yes.
I don't care what else you do with your career. I need this. First, the shirts. I can't deal with the shirts.
Just so gaudy. Like those throwbacks to the old The Rock. God.
But
like,
this...
he's leaned into it. Like I like this guy. He has leaned into the fact that things did not work out the way they wanted them to, and the crowd turned on the match with him and Roman, and he's turned it into something here.
I know he was at that crackhead den with popcorn. He was. Cactus loving crackheads. That was hilarious.
That was wild. I definitely had a gut laugh with that.
Now then while watching this with my 8-year-old daughter, had to explain to her and show her what Arizona looked like.
One.
Then show her what Kensington looked like.
Woo. So
she could see this is what drugs will do to you. Because she was like, I don't know what that is. Yes, because I raised my daughter right.
That's right. Who said wrestling can't spark the real talks and real conversations and get real things done?
I'm like, this is what happens when you do drugs.
That's right.
I don't plan on doing drugs, but this is what happens.
This is it. This is the end result. See, wrestling is the gateway to good parenting.
Man.
But as The Rock was running down everyone there, he did also give us a little bit of a challenge he threw out for night one of WrestleMania. And we talked about it before. We were like, well, what does this look like? Because Cody had challenged The Rock. And then, of course, we had Seth saying, that's not going to be a one-on-one match and that Seth would be there, to help out and all. And then we got a challenge on SmackDown in the form of The Rock challenging Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes against himself and Roman Reigns for night one of WrestleMania with some stipulations. If Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins defeat The Rock and Roman, that the bloodline would be barred from the championship match between Cody and Roman on night 2 of WrestleMania. But if The Rock and Roman win against Seth and Cody, then the match would be contested under bloodline rules.
So it's no DQs.
Yeah, no DQs, which means they can just do whatever it is they feel like they want to do.
But here's the problem. It's a championship match.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Cody does it like, you know what, F you, I'm not doing that. And he goes against Roman. And if one of them interferes, you screwed the match. The ref's going to call it.
Well, under bloodline rules, they're not going to call it.
But even without bloodline rules, like let's say Cody decided like, hey, I'm not going to take you up on this stupid offer. I'm gonna just fight Roman with the bloodline there. Are you going to risk your championship and stuff like that because the bloodline interferes? That's going to make Roman look bad. Like, hey, you couldn't even beat Cody 1-on-1 without your lackeys.
Roman could care less as long as he walks out with the championship.
You right, because he was about to leave.
Yeah, he could care less.
They booed him to the point where he was like, I got paid.
Yeah, his obligations was complete. I'm done.
I'm out.
But like, yeah, no. I mean, one, there's no way in hell that the championship match at WrestleMania is going to end in a disqualification. In Philly, the crowd would riot. There's going to be a decision here. There's, somebody's getting pinned or choked out or something. And
that decision, that win is going to determine how messed up Philly going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which side of Philly getting messed up? Is it west, north, southwest? South Philly going to be rough.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, getting out of there.
Yeah,
I got to get out of there.
Yeah.
I'll check in and make sure everyone knows I'm safe.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so it seems like we're gonna get, obviously they didn't just throw this out here for Cody and Seth to be like, nah, we're not doing that. We're gonna get that match for night 1 of WrestleMania. So we're gonna get The Rock, because The Rock was gonna participate at WrestleMania anyway. It was gonna be him and Roman. So we're still gonna get The Rock competing in a match. It's gonna be the tag team match with the bloodline. Maybe they do something to set up him and Roman in the future. Maybe the Roman accidentally spears The Rock and costs The Rock the match, and then The Rock's mad at Roman, or
But he did acknowledge him, though.
He did acknowledge him.
That was so.
However, that wasn't genuine. It was one of those. He did it a little too.
Well, let me say this. I don't have nothing against Roman Reigns. I actually have grown to enjoy the arrogance and stuff like that. Like, if he ever changed, I'm done with him. He needs to stay at this level all the time, because I respect that. Because you would have hated Roman Reigns when they were shoving him down our throats, trying to make sure they wanted him to be the face of WWE, like the top, not like this, but they wanted him to be the top, like, baby face. No.
And they booked him that way. And that's why people initially, like, just completely turned on the whole idea of Roman. Like, Roman got the Cena effect. Like, he was this top baby face, but everybody booed him because it was WWE. It was the machine of WWE events, and everybody was just like saying, look, this is the person that you're supposed to like. Him. It's him. You cheer him. You're supposed to cheer him. He's your superhero. He's your face. He's our number one guy. He's the top. You are supposed to like him. And the crowd's like, no, we don't like being told that we're supposed to like somebody. We need to grow into respecting that person.
Yeah. I like him because we got the same work ethics. The exact same work ethics. That's why I like him. But those where he has a look, it's a mixture of being confused and sad.
Yeah.
Like when he puppy dog eye looked at The Rock like, "Can you do me a favor, master? Can you acknowledge me, please?" I'm like, yo, where's your backbone? Are you pulling a Jimmy Uso? I ain't like it.
I mean, it's because at the end of the day, he knows The Rock's the tribal chief in the family, but I don't know. He halfway wasn't expecting The Rock to do, like, storyline wise. It's one of those things, but I do believe something's going to happen in that match, and it's going to get tension between them a little bit more.
As long as we can see Solo sing.
You want to see Solo sing?
I need to see this man sing. I need him to sing, and I don't think he was expecting them to say that.
Nah,
because when the camera cut to his face, and he looked confused,
and he definitely wasn't expecting the crowd to just chant for Solo. Like, no one expected that.
Nobody. I need to hear him sing. He got to cut an album. Him and R-Truth.
R-Truth's got albums,
lots.
Yeah, all right. This is But so we got that match for WrestleMania. Well, it's not officially signed, but they're gonna Seth's answer. They're gonna accept that challenge, of course. But let's talk about matches that we do know about. We're gonna have Bayley versus Io Sky, and big thing happened on SmackDown. We thought that Dakota Kai was, going to be in her corner, being ousted from Damage Control, and they had the tag match. Of course, Dakota's back in action, back from me.
Who called it weeks ago? My daughter called it. Called it. She like, I don't trust her.
Something about her.
Something about it didn't sit right,
and it shouldn't have, because she turned on Bayley.
But they're gonna turn on her.
Yes.
Like, not a racial thing, but you got the Asians, and then you got her.
Yeah, I mean, Damage Control probably implode after. Oh, I'm predicting right now. Before we'll do our prediction show, of course. But Bayley's got to be beating Io.
Of course,
Bayley's got to be taking this title. So I feel like Damage Control will probably just collapse all the way out. Because
Io doesn't do enough.
Yeah.
Like, her presence, like, when she comes out, I understand you don't speak no English and stuff like that. I get it. But, like, you're not even entertaining. I've seen you do one thing entertaining when you jumped off the top of the cage.
Yeah, this championship run.
On your head.
Yeah, this championship run for Io is just, I don't. But then again, right now it's like it's so many other moving parts in it. You got Kairi Sane that came back. You got Asuka. You got Bayley and all this. So she's,
and the Kabuki Warriors is good.
Yes,
I like to keep the belt.
Yeah, I feel like you should still continue to move forward with Kairi. And Asuka.
They can hold that for a while.
Yeah, definitely. So we're definitely getting Bayley and Io. Speed will stay on the women there. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, of course, for
Lynch ain't winning
World Championship. Yeah,
it's gonna be interference.
I feel like Rhea should win. Still,
trust me. You know what's gonna happen? Nia Jax is gonna mess everything up.
Ooh.
I got a feeling, like, she is a wild card, and they're not gonna ban her from ring.
Some WrestleMania chicanery. Yeah, there's always something happens. There are some moments at WrestleMania. Maybe that could be the thing. Everybody's expecting Becky to win, and then Becky doesn't win. Because there's always a moment at WrestleMania where it's like, all right, you're expecting this thing to happen, and it doesn't. Mm-hmm. It could be that match. It could be. It definitely could be. It could be in the women's world heavyweight championship match.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I do, because I don't. Rhea doesn't need to lose the belt.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
There's no reason for her to lose this belt. And I'm not saying, I don't like Becky Lynch because of the clothes she wear.
The fashion choice?
Oh my God, it's horrific. Like, it is the worst choice in clothing I've ever seen. Like, I don't know who, like, you're not Seth Rollins, so you can't be trying to be all different. You
I don't know,
know,
something's going on in that house, man.
that's all crazy.
Speaking of Seth, the World Heavyweight Championship match on the other side of the coin there is going to be him defending against Drew McIntyre.
He bet not win. Drew bet not win. I do not want to live in a house with my kid.
Oh, that's right. She hates Drew McIntyre.
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to live with that.
Ooh.
Like, he can't win at all. He can't even come close.
Maybe
I don't want that.
Maybe Drew wins and we get a cash in.
Priest? Yeah, because
maybe. Because I mean, we still don't 100% know what's up with Drew McIntyre, if he's staying in WWE, if he's not staying in WWE.
Where's he gonna go?
You go to him, you can go to AEW. Could be the return of Drew Galloway.
No. I don't want to see Drew on AEW. I don't. I like you on WWE.
Yeah.
I like what you're doing on WWE.
Fair enough.
I don't want to see you on AEW.
Taking more spots from people that could already be doing things in AEW.
AEW has enough people.
They do. Oh, they do.
The roster's huge.
Yes.
Drew, stay in WWE. Enjoy yourself. Get that check. Put down the sword.
Just get rid of the sword. That's all.
That's it. No more sword.
So we're definitely getting that matchup. That's one of our confirmed matches for WrestleMania. And obviously we just talked about Cody and Roman for night 2 of WrestleMania. We know that to be a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, WrestleMania is shaping up. WrestleMania is definitely shaping up to, and there's still matches that I'm pretty sure we're going to get to that they hasn't been signed yet. I mean, Jimmy and Jay, I feel like Jimmy and Jay has to be a WrestleMania match.
I agree.
You got to be leaning towards that. Let's see what else we got that's been going on. I think we're getting Logan Paul and Randy Orton. Just what everything's been going on with Grayson and Austin and all that, and they've been hanging out with Logan Paul and the Randy Orton stuff. I feel like
Orton getting a belt.
I would hope he beats Logan Paul. Yes, he sure is better.
Like,
yeah, crowd ain't gonna like that.
No, nobody's gonna like that.
Crowd ain't gonna like that. So, I feel like that's going to happen. I mean, I don't know. I would like to see, I don't know if it will make it to WrestleMania. It should, because I know Ray's a big enough deal. I would like to see Ray and Santos Escobar. I feel like that would be a really, really good match. I mean, and that stuff, and it has history. This, this is a thing that just happened, with the whole, him injuring Ray and the LWO stuff and all that. I feel like, that would be a good match that would lead into WrestleMania as well. You got AJ Styles and LA Knight. They're going to be a WrestleMania match. I mean, you're not going to keep, first of all, LA Knight. You're not going to keep LA Knight off of WrestleMania. His star rose from last year to this year. You gotta put LA Knight in there. It would be a crime to keep AJ Styles off of WrestleMania as well.
And the thing is, I'm not really liking AJ Styles.
No? I mean, this AJ Styles is, I don't know.
It's a lot.
Yeah, he's just, he's doing a lot right now. Yeah, this AJ Styles isn't the best AJ Styles, but it's still AJ Styles, and I'm a huge mark for him. But yeah, I feel like you can't keep those two off of WrestleMania. So, all those unconfirmed matches that we're getting, and then you put those, you mix those in with that already established stuff that we know is going to happen. And I mean, shit, it's going to be great. It's shaping up to be really, 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 really good. So, I don't know. We'll talk more about them as they get confirmed. As a lot of match predictions that we just talked about, the ones that we believe are going to happen at WrestleMania get confirmed. And, we'll definitely be talking about Revolution in just a couple short hours. That'll be taking place, and we'll we'll see how all that plays out. And, we'll be back to talk about it on the Bury the Booking podcast. Want to go ahead and thank everybody because that's going to do it for us for now. Thank you for all the support. Please watch, share, follow, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Listen to us wherever you like listening to us. View us on the YouTubes. Check our socials. Reach out, questions. We do it all. We do it all. We're here for you. We're very accommodating folk, us here at the Bury the Booking podcast. But also, thank you, Sting. This is it. This is be definitely a good one, and can't wait to see how that all plays out. So we'll be here to talk about it next time. Later.